Hello, and welcome to Lumpia and Latkes. I'm Jay, a Filipino American.
And I'm Mitch, an American Jew. We are friends
And former co-workers.
who riff all day at work and decided to create this podcast for extended conversations on anything that intrigues us.
We won't always get it right, but we'll do what we can. Thanks for joining us. This episode...
This is Fast Food Part 2, a continuation of our conversation on fast food from last week.
So, past that, let's go to...
From McDonald's, since we've totally beaten this whole thing up here.
Done that too, because we've got really on a tangent.
That's okay, we're having good times with this man.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then let's go to Bojangles. Bojangles is, I feel like that's the Little Caesars of restaurants for fast food. It's like, hey, it's there, you can eat it. It's not the best, but hey, it's certainly edible. You could do worse. It's there. And the value for money, it's like, it's all right.
I mean, I put that on par with like Popeyes, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Popeyes, I'll even qualify Popeyes. So it's like, that's just the service. At least the one that's near me over here. Like, that they're terrible. I think you know which one I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like I've even gotten people who've gone there for DoorDash and Grubhub, whatever. They message me back and said like, this Popeyes always takes a long time, and then they show up and give me my food. They're like, I don't know what they always say something. I remember one time somebody said, I don't know what it is about that Popeyes. It's like they're on drugs or something. They take so long to make anything. It's like
it's not just the one by you, sir. It's even the one by me as well.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I stopped going to the Popeyes. And again, I'm not ragging on Popeyes, but I am ragging on Popeyes for this one particular instance.
Right.
I wanted an ear of corn.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. I want an ear of corn. I got charged $7.50 for a quarter ear of corn. Yeah. I was like, that is ridiculous. I didn't realize how much I had paid for it at the time, but it was like $7.50
was that
for
at
a
least
quarter
good?
of an ear of corn. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. And I took it to go. So of course when I got home, I got it, and I'm just like, I was so disappointed with the whole meal overall that I was just like, I'm not even bothering with it. So I didn't go back. I haven't been back since.
Yeah.
But again, when I have had it, their chicken sandwich, which is very good. Compared to like a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. Oh my God, it was delicious.
It's about, I put it on par. It's about the same. I don't really think one's better than the other. I think you can go with either one if there's a line for one, and there's not. I mean, still, just service-wise though, you want to go
the experiences that we've had.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and we've gone through those experiences here locally, and it's just unfortunate.
I bet it's a thing across the entire chain though.
I don't know. I don't think so. I personally don't think so because it's franchised out, man. It's franchised out.
It's franchised out, but it's like, again, you're talking about Popeyes. It's like, it's not exactly the highest quality.
Yeah, well, maybe so, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not trying to rag on Bojangles. I think they're good in their own way.
Bojangles is not
Bojangles. Popeyes.
Yeah.
I think Popeyes is good in its own way. Unfortunately, I have not seen that good way.
Right.
So, I'm willing to give it another shot.
Yeah.
But my options are limited right now.
Right.
So I go where I know I can get better service. Mm-hmm. That's all. That's really all it is.
Bojangles, not. Bojangles, again, I go to Bojangles, I get they got the home style tenders, but also just got their tender supreme or supreme whatever they call it, something like that, and it's really no difference. I think there's supposed to be more spices on one than the other, but I can't tell.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe someone who has a more refined palate than me can tell, but normally when you get the Bojangles anyway, it's kind of burnt, so it's like you're never going to be able to know.
Right.
But like if you need something to eat and you're in the area, like you could do worse. If there's no line, go ahead and go in there and get your tenders combo with the biscuit. Their biscuits are usually okay, and their fries and a drink. You'll be all right.
Maybe so.
But then the thing that annoys me about Bojangles too is that they put every time they put the napkins for your thing inside the box with the fries and all that stuff. So some of the things it smells like the food, and also you get some of the seasoning on some of the napkins. It's like, why do they do that? I guess they don't have bags, I guess, from what I could tell.
Maybe it's to assist with sopping up some of the oil.
I guess, but it's so annoying every time they do that.
It is. I agree.
Let's move on from that and go to Jollibee. We can't
Okay.
talk about fast food without talking about the Filipino staple Jollibee.
Sure.
You haven't gone yet, right?
No, I have not,
Yeah,
unfortunately. I
'cause it's
keep on
kind of
telling
far.
myself, I gotta go, I gotta go,
Yeah,
I gotta go, but
it's
there's
kind of
only
out of the
one
way for you.
Jollibee in the
Yeah,
area.
yeah,
So it's just like, when am I there? When am I
right,
swinging by there? Well, I
right.
do go to a school close to there, but
Hmm.
I'll be honest, man, most of the time when I'm working, it's just like
Yeah,
bang, 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 bang,
I'm
bang,
about to
and then all
say
of a
like
sudden I'm
it's not
done
like the
with the
old
day.
days. Yeah,
Nah.
yeah. We could actually, you probably had a reason to be
Yep.
around there. Now it's
Yep.
like you're working at different things. It's like you're not really going there. I don't
Right. I'm
think
not going
you don't
there.
have
Right.
sites near there, right? No.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
actually, I do have a site literally right behind the shopping center.
Oh, okay.
I do. And I've been to that site maybe two, three times.
Mm,
So, and that's fine. But
hmm.
when I'm there, I'm just like, okay, I'm ready to go. I usually have a call going somewhere else. So I just go to that next call.
Right.
So that's just me.
Yeah. But Jollibee is very good. They got all your staples that you would want for like a Filipino fast food restaurant. They got your sweet spaghetti. They got their Jollibee spaghetti, which is a thing, and then they got
Sweet
their
spaghetti.
sweet spaghetti. Yeah, it's not like it's like syrupy sweet, but it's like their sauce is like is sweeter than more than savory. It's still a
Okay.
tomato based sauce, but
I
it's a
see.
sweeter sauce.
Okay.
It's still pretty good. And then they
Okay.
got their Jollibee Chicken Joy, which is just their fried chicken. It's juicy. It's pretty good. It's a little. One thing I will say about Jollibee overall, it's a little pricey
Oh,
for like an 8-piece bucket. I think you're talking like, man, I don't want to say the wrong price. Let me look it up in my phone. I'll tell you exactly the
so
price.
I'm gonna make a great confession here. I am not a huge. Well, let's just say that. Let me put it a different way. I am not a bone-in chicken fan.
I'm with you on that.
Okay. And as a result of the bone in chicken, that also constitutes wings. So I really don't like wings. If you really want me to say I like wings with adult nuggets. You know what I mean? Which is just, I mean, a boneless wing is nothing
Yeah.
but an adult nugget. That's
Oh
all
yeah,
it
sure.
is. You know, chicken strip is just an adult nugget.
Yeah,
Okay. That's really all it is.
that's right.
So I'll go with that. I'll go down that lane from time to time, but I'm not a big fan of bone-in chicken. Never have been. Just it's just me.
But theirs is
So
pretty good. I'm not either, but theirs is actually pretty darn good because of the fact that it's so juicy.
yeah.
And then yeah, well, if you get a 6-piece chicken joy bucket, it's $15.99.
Whew.
You get
Wow.
a 10-piece, it's $24.99.
Wow. Good Lord.
Right,
Good Lord.
it's pricey, but
Good
but
Lord.
that's actually worth it. I think it's actually worth it because of the fact that it actually tastes good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
real good. It's so much juicier than any other chicken.
Really?
I put it above like most of the places that you're going to have around here that have
Okay.
whole bone and chicken.
Interesting. Okay.
And the weird thing too, that they have well, not weird, but the thing they have going right now is they actually have a Korean barbecue chicken sandwich and Korean
Interesting.
barbecue chicken, and it's in collaboration with a K-pop group called Cat's Eye.
Oh, no joke.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a weird thing to do. Why they choose Jollibee of all places? I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I'm not even sure they have. I mean, you know me. I know K-pop, but I don't really follow
Yep.
Cat's Eye. It's not my
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
I'm
But
not
you know
sure.
of Cat's Eye.
I know of them, but I'm not sure if they have a Filipino member or not. I'm not sure.
Really?
I'm really not sure. I
That's
probably
even
looked that up.
stranger. But
That's why
okay.
I'm like, I'm not sure what the link is to that.
Yeah.
Let me look that up. Let me see.
Yeah, that would be
Cat-
interesting.
I'm looking up on my phone. Cat's Eye. Oh, they do. Okay, never mind. Sorry. My apologies. They do have a Filipino member.
Okay.
The leader of the group Cat's Eye,
Ah.
born December 31st, 2002. Sophia La Porteza.
Okay.
Apparently. Sorry, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I did not know. I apologize to people that are fans of Cat's Eye, and for anyone that, I'm not all knowing. I don't know everything about K-pop. I know a lot about K-pop, but again, I don't follow Cat's Eye. They're not for me.
Okay.
But okay, so that's where that comes from, I guess. But it's good. That Korean barbecue chicken sandwich they have, it's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Very nice.
I'll take your word for it, sir.
Yeah, I like it. It's a little pricey again. Everything
Yeah.
they have at Jollibee, it just seems a little bit pricey. But
Gotcha.
it's good compared to the other place that's pricey. That's not really. I don't really think it's worth it. It's not fast food, but Max's Restaurant. Yeah, this is the one that it's not a fast food joint. It's a sit-down restaurant, and it's been a chain that's been around since 1945, according to their website.
Okay.
And the thing they're famous for is their half and whole fried chicken. They don't do it by like pieces. They do the whole chicken, like a rotisserie chicken, but it's all fried.
Right. Is it as big as a rotisserie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So, well, it's not as big as some of the big rotisserie chickens, but as big as like
No, we're talking like Sam's Club rotisserie.
maybe it's a little smaller than that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they usually choose like chickens that are a little small because they fit in a box, in like one of those like flap top boxes, which is not too small, but but the chicken in itself is okay. I would classify everything at Max's Restaurant being okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but for the price for money, it's like I don't think it's worth it. They have something like any Filipino restaurant, but surprisingly, Jollibee doesn't have it. They don't have lumpia, which is a strange thing. I think that's really weird. Because lumpia is like it's part of our show title. It's lumpia
It's
is
a staple.
big staple. Yeah, it's a staple of Filipino cuisine, and to not have lumpia is like almost sacrilegious. So, but Max's Restaurant does. They have something called Lumpiang Shanghai. Which is Shanghai lumpia, and it's and they're just super tiny, like cocktail size lumpia. And
weird.
What they charge is insane. Let me look that up now. Hold on.
Okay.
What is it called? Max's Restaurant, right?
Yep.
Wait, I have the website right here. I have the website right here. I can see right here.
There it is. Voila.
Start an order.
Yep.
Let's order some lumpia Lucky's.
Yes, let's order lumpia and Lucky's, please. Yes.
From the Filipino restaurant. They know
That's right. That's right. Yep. Make sure you go heavy on the sour cream, okay?
That's right. Let's go lighter fare, lumpia. $14. And all the stuff they show, I don't think it's this many. I think it's more like 10.
Wow, that's crazy.
And like that is not worth it. You go to a proper Filipino restaurant, like locally, there's a place called Ihaw. You spend you can spend that much, and maybe actually you can't get it for exactly $14. Usually about like $20, but for $20 you can still get like 25 full size lumpia.
Really?
Yeah, you get a much better deal. I don't know what Max's Restaurant is doing. They're charging way too much.
That sounds terrible.
They're giving you. Yeah, I think it's because again, I think it has to do with the fact that they rely on the history. It's like it's culture, it's history. It's been since 1945. It's like I don't get it. I mean, maybe there are people that really. I mean, it can really be packed over there. It could be quite a few people inside eating their food, and sometimes when you're getting food, when they have like a meal deal going on, like right now they have something called Nanay Ruby's family set, right? You can find a line going out the door just to get takeout. And it's like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I don't get it. Maybe if you grew up with it in the Philippines and now you have a Max's Restaurant near you, maybe you're like, oh, this reminds me of my childhood. Maybe it's nostalgia. Maybe it's a nostalgia play. That could be a thing, right?
Maybe.
I don't know. But anyway, I'm not trying to shit on them. Maybe I am. But I don't know. If you like Max's Restaurant, more power to you, man. I mean, that's cool.
Yep.
It's not for me.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That's too much. And since we're talking about Filipino fast food, let's talk about
let's transition.
Let's transition to Jewish fast food, which there really isn't any.
Oh, Lord. There is not a damn thing, sir.
Well, delicatessens, right?
That's
basically it. But it's like when you look for Jewish fast food in Google, for their thing, they say kosher fast food options in the U.S. are limited, but available in specific regions. And the first place they list is Subway. I'm like, I don't really think of that as a kosher, as a Jewish location. It's like, do you show up to the Subway and they're like, hey, Mazel Tov, welcome.
No,
No!
that's not how this
No!
works. Not how any of this works.
This is weird. I mean, I still think that, like locally we had this place called the Jewish Mother, still revered today. Of course, like we found out, they moved to Williamsburg, which is a little far for us anyway. But when they were here, in this area, they were very much a local staple, and people loved them.
Yep.
And the fact
Truly.
that they moved is just a shame. And,
Yep.
It shows that Jewish food can work if you have a proper restaurant that serves it. But no one's really picked up on that for, like, a chain.
No. There's never been as far as I know, there's never been a real fast food chain for kosher food.
Which is a little odd to me.
No, I don't think so. And the reason I say that is because of the fact that it's not. There's nothing fast food about it, my friend. There's really nothing fast food about it. It's just it's more slow cook, simmer kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just.
But I feel like people can. People have been inventive in so many ways. I mean, you see it all the time on like Shark Tank and stuff. People are making new things out of old traditions all the time.
Right.
Who's to say that someone couldn't create a version that is authentically Jewish, but made for modern times and made for like mass production and like a quick grab and go type experience? Someone could do it. I don't know who's going to do it, but someone could.
I mean, pretty much the only thing that's close around here that there's several different places around here that will do something like that. I mean, like there's this, what is it called? George and Sam's Deli and Diner. That used to be the old Highway 58 deli out there on the boulevard. They still kind of have a little bit left over of it. I mean, I was there a while back. I think it was called something else. I think it's been recently changed over to this name. So it got bought out by somebody else because Highway 58 closed down quite a while ago, and they've opened up this one now, which is they still kept the same traditional kind of delicatessen like food, if you will, and it's pretty good. But it's not this. It's the nostalgic is just not there. Which I get it. You kind of move on from that. But there's other places around that do have your Reubens and your pastrami's and your corned beef and stuff like that. But as far as like a real delicatessen like atmosphere, it's really gone to the wayside for this area for the most part.
Yeah, which is a shame.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
Could now again.
It's hard to keep. It's hard to keep up with stuff like that because of everything that you've got to do in preparation wise to be able to really pour in. I mean, you got to have someone that's just really set in their ways and is traditional and just really is devoted. I guess is the right word to do it. Really devoted to that kind of lifestyle of a delicatessen. Like, I mean, heck, even up in New York, delicatessens are starting to fall to the wayside.
Yeah.
So it's almost become like a lost art in a lot of ways. There's some places out there that still do it. Yeah.
Some places still do it, but it's just a real shame.
It is.
Hopefully someone will find and carry the torch and be able to like revitalize that kind of industry.
I agree.
Hopefully. Let's go on. Let's talk about KFC. We were talking about chicken, right?
Yeah.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, the Colonel. Everybody knows the Colonel.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, in this all white suit with the little what do they call it? The
Oh, I have no idea.
It's a certain name for that tie.
Oh, is there a bow tie?
Bow tie. It's not a bow tie. It's the one that cowboys wear and all that kind of stuff. That little. Oh man, now that's gonna bother me. If somebody knows, let us know in the comments. I guess.
Yep.
Well, KFC is like the 17 herbs and spices, right? Did you see that thing that was happening on Twitter or X, as it's called now, where his great grandson, I think, KFC was doing something where it was pissing him off, and he's like, you know what? I still own the original recipe because it's it's in his family's name. It's like, all right, I'm just going to release out the recipe for the KFC herbs and spices.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
He got so salty.
Yep.
Like, oh my
sure
gosh.
did. Yeah. Well.
It's
I mean,
it's his right. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
It's his grandfather's recipe and legacy. He can do
Yep.
what he wants with it. He is
That's
Colonel
right.
Sanders. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's the new Colonel Sanders. So hey,
That's right.
that's up to him.
That's right. Totally agree.
But KFC, what can you really say about KFC?
I think
like
we said enough.
I like the chicken strips. I don't know. Oh, they had that switch from the wedges to the fries, and then they brought back the wedges, right?
Yeah, well, that's because the wedges were good in
Yeah.
some ways, man. I mean,
Their fries
in a
were
lot of ways they
okay.
were good. Their fries are all right. I mean, their
Yeah.
biscuits are okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to tear up the little chicken mini sandwiches back in the day, man. When my sister used to work at KFC, she used to get me get like 3 or 4 for free. I remember. Catching a ride up there because we when my sister would work there, we would go and get dinner, and she would always hook us up, and I'd be like, hey, I want some of those chicken sandwiches. She'd throw like 4 of them in the bag and not even care, and just we wouldn't even pay for them. It was so crazy. Yep, it was so crazy, but they were so delicious, and I'd eat like all 4 of them on the way home, and then I'd still have chicken afterwards. I was just they were so good, absolutely
Yeah.
good. So the tie that Colonel Sanders was wearing is a black string tie, commonly referred to as a Kentucky Colonel tie or Western bow tie.
Western bow tie.
Yep.
I heard there was another name for it though. There was something else somebody else
Okay, I don't know, a string tie.
called. I want to say it's like starts with a B, also like a bolero. I don't know. Something.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you what that
I
one.
don't know. I can't remember.
Yep.
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know.
But
Either way, yeah.
I've never been a fan of bone-in chicken, so I
Yeah.
don't eat a lot of bone-in chicken, which breaks my wife's and my son's heart because they both love it to death. And every time I go out of town, that's like one of the main things that they do. That and chili, but still,
Okay.
it's just one of those things. So I'm just not a big fan of it, and I
I
don't know,
will.
I'm just not big into the mashed potatoes. And it's just like, okay, I'm gonna go with the fried foods, with the fried chicken and the fried potatoes, because you have your
Yeah.
French fries and stuff like that. I'm just like, I get over too much with fried stuff, so I kind of cut back with that with the diabetes now. So I just kind of not do that as much, but still indulge.
Yeah, I actually like their mashed potatoes. I think they're pretty good with the gravy and all that.
Yeah, I'm not a gravy fan. That's the other thing that turns me off. I'm
Coleslaw.
not a gravy fan.
Where
Oh
are you
man,
on coleslaw?
I love coleslaw.
I love coleslaw too, but I
love
don't like
coleslaw.
the ones that they have in like and not in fast food, but in like a restaurant. Not I keep saying the wrong thing. I don't like the ones they have in grocery stores and stuff. It has to be made from the fast food joint, like the ones they have at like Raising Cane's, KFC, these type of
really?
places. I
Really?
don't know what it is about that. I'm not sure why.
Okay. Yeah, no, like Harris Teeter's coleslaw with their fresh coleslaw they used to have. They used to have like 2 different kinds of coleslaw. They back in the day they used to make some really good coleslaw. Taste, they also make good coleslaw as far as I recall. There used to be a couple of restaurants around here, but they're done closed now. But I like the fresh coleslaw, the ones that are less dressing and more of the vegetable, if you will. That to me, that's good stuff, man.
No,
you
that's
know?
that's great, but like I'm talking like
But-
ones that are like mashed
oh,
potatoes, like the Walmart coleslaw is like it's too much dressing. It's too much.
Yeah, it's like
Like-
overly saturated with the dressing and
Yeah,
stuff like that. But there are
but then-
still some of them are still okay-ish. Like I love if you want to get into coleslaw, Chick-fil-A's coleslaw is delicious.
Yeah.
It's good. I've had their
But then-
coleslaw before. It's
But
delicious.
then you also go too far the other way, where it's like they wash the vegetables too much, and then they put the dressing on. It's like it just falls
Right.
right off.
Right,
That's also
exactly.
a turn off. I don't like that either. Has to be the right balance.
Yep. I mean, if you get a good barbecue, man, you got to have coleslaw with your barbecue. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying. It's just it's like fish and chips,
Yeah.
coleslaw, barbecue, done.
Yes, I agree.
So
I agree.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go on to Long John Silver's.
Okay.
So you're not a fish person, right? Not really.
No, I'm not a fish person,
Yeah.
man. I'm really not. I've never really enjoyed fish. I mean,
Yeah.
give me a good tuna steak. I'll tear that up any day of the week. And I know I sound weird, and I'm probably a broken record because I think I mentioned this before, but you gotta cook my tuna all the way through. I
Right,
don't like it
yeah.
half raw. I really
Right.
don't. Even though that's the proper way of eating it these days, if you will.
Right.
But I don't see. I don't like the texture or the taste of it when it's not cooked all the way through. And I know this sounds very cheesy and probably like a cop out or whatever. Just throw some Italian dressing on that sucker. Marinate in Italian dressing and then slap that sucker on the grill and let it cook that way. Oh God, it's so good. It is. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious to me.
Well,
Yeah,
as
I'm
far
just
as
simple.
far as being cheesy, just like one great man said, it ain't easy being cheesy.
That's right.
But anyway, yeah, Long John Silver's, I think they're okay. They're a little greasy, a little too oily, but as far as the product that they have, it's pretty decent. I like their chicken planks and their fish. They got the chicken also that they do and the same stuff and the same batter. That batter is very interesting. That it's like a crispy, it's like a fish fry. Of course it is.
Yeah, it's fish fry. Yep.
It's good. It's very good. And then they include the extra little crumbly bits of fish fry in your box too, and that's always cool because you can eat those too. I eat them. I don't eat the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really go to Long John Silver's often because, again, it is fast food, but there are quite a few, at least in this area, that they don't have a drive-thru. You have to go in. And I found that really weird because, there's one in particular that I go to. It's in Virginia Beach, and they have the drive-thru, and it's very easy. You just go up, get your thing, off you go. I don't want to have to be forced to go inside. Otherwise, if you're going to force me to go inside and have to order that way, then it should be a full sit-down restaurant, which you can sit down, but it should have the sit-down atmosphere of okay, it's a little bit more.
Right. Right.
But no, you're forcing me to go inside to a fast food joint to get their stuff. It's
right.
It's a little bit of turn off, so I don't really, not for me.
There's actually only 2 Long John Silvers in all of Hampton Roads, sir.
And
there used to be more. There used to be a Long John Silver's right in front of our house, and it's gone. Been long gone. That is it. That is all the Long John Silver's in all of Hampton Roads.
There used to be more.
Yeah, I know. I zoomed out, and there's only 2 in Richmond, and one of them's south of Chester, more closer to Petersburg. And there's one in Richmond. Outside of that, it's just hit or miss completely, man. Hit or miss completely.
I don't know. Maybe that says something about the brand because again, they're just kind of there. They're just kind of mid. They're there.
Actually, they're pretty popular. more inland you go, they're pretty darn popular. I can tell you that.
Well, I mean, as far as here, whoever owns the franchises, or if there are franchises or corporate, they're just going to get rid of them because again, they're not extremely busy in this area.
Yep. They got a Long John's with A&W, man.
Okay.
Yep. Anyway.
Let's go on to pizza. Now, this is going to be its own episode at some point. But we can't go and talk about fast food without talking about pizza because, it's not exactly fast food, but at the same time, it's might as well be because, you got your chains that just seem to do everything really quick,
in some ways, sure.
It's kind of, might as well just be fast food.
Right.
It's not,
right.
It's not like you're, at least for the chains, because when you go to a mom and pop style pizza place, they'll take more time. They'll probably do it. Like the one that we both been to. Was it the one in Chesapeake? There, I can't remember what it's called. The one that we both like. I don't know what it is.
The pizza place we both like in Chesapeake.
Yeah.
Atlas.
No, that was good too. There was another one. It's I don't know. But anyway,
okay.
Mom and pop. Mom and pop places will do it with a little bit more care and a little bit more.
I agree.
Love in the
love
in the sauce and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Whereas, the chains, it's just all right, here's the product, here's how it's made.
Here's how it's made. Eat it or don't, pal.
Eat it or don't. Mm-hmm. It's the same. It's just what you're gonna get.
I get it.
Yeah. But pizza, it's a real good food. I would call that a food staple.
Yes, it is.
People love pizza.
Is. Absolutely.
Yeah. But we'll fully discuss that on its own episode.
Okay.
We're gonna do the whole thing. We're gonna get somebody. Maybe we'll get Gerald back and we'll do a whole thing about rating pizza because he used to love to rate pizza things. He always tells us,
man.
I'm working. Yeah, at some point he was working on trying to
find the real Sal's.
Yeah, to find the real Sal's. He's I'm going to create my own thing. I'm going to find the real Sal.
That's it. We're going to find the real Sal. Determine who's the real Sal in Hampton Roads.
That's right. Because here's the thing, people there's a lot of places that call themselves Sal's New York Famous Slice or whatever.
That's right.
And it's always Sal. It's all right.
If you think it's Sal, then you better think it's awesome. Yeah, you know it's going to be awesome because it's got Sal in it.
Where is Sal? It's it's as ambiguous as number one Chinese. They're
God, yes.
That's why it's okay, who's the real Sal? Who's the real number one Chinese?
That's right.
And who's the real Slim Shady?
That's right.
I just want to know. But anyway,
Will the real Sal's,
Please
will the
stand up.
real Sal's Pizzeria of New York please stand up?
Please stand up. Please stand up. Anyway, let's finish up here.
Okay.
With, Raising Cane's and Zaxby's. These are both the same place. You can't tell me any different. It's a chicken strip joint. What do you want?
Yes, that is true.
Same.
100%.
Yeah.
However, I don't see the hype in Raising Cane's.
I mean, I really don't either. I mean, the fact that the one
Because
that in
Raising
Chesapeake,
Cane's, Raising Cane's
yeah.
just sells you chicken strips and fries. Do they even have coleslaw at Raising Cane's?
they do.
Oh, I don't even think I ever tried the coleslaw when I was there
It's
because I went to
fine.
Raising.
It's
I went to
absolutely
Raising
fine.
Cane's once. I have not been back since because
Yeah.
I did not understand the huge hype of that place. Because again, it's not that great. It's really not. I like Zaxby's over Raising Cane's. And
I put them on par with each other. They're about the same.
no, dude, I'd say Zaxby's tastes better than Raising Cane's, hands down, hands down.
I think
and at
they're
least you
just
can get
it's just chicken
sauces.
strips.
At least you can get sauces from that place. Well, see, you start heading down south, my good man. You can get into some fighting words with saying it's just chicken strips when you're talking between
I know,
Raising
but
Cane's and Zaxby's, sir. I'm just saying.
I'm just like, I don't know. I think they're perfectly fine. I like those places. I won't stand in a line for them. I'll put a pickup order and I'll go grab it and get back out. But I'm not standing in line for that stuff.
I waited a month for the Raising Cane's to open. You know, I waited a whole month before I went and got the food. And even when I went and got the food with my son, it was still chaos after them being open for a month. It was still total chaos. And I brought the food back home and I took a bite out of the chicken strip and I just said, "This is it. This is what we waited over a month for."
Yeah.
Seriously? This is what we
It's
waited
like,
for,
wait,
guys.
so you waited a month, but then you had the other one. Like, did you never go to the one that was in the
No,
the Navy Exchange?
no, never did. No, because I only went to the exchange the entire time that I was working with you guys. I was only at the exchange maybe twice.
Okay.
And you know me, I'm in and out pretty darn quick.
Yeah.
I tried. I really do. And I know I failed in the past, but I'm being really good now. I'm trying not to, I just have like this little protein shake and maybe a pack of nabs and call it done. And
Okay.
when I come home starving. I truly do. I come home starving. But at least I'm trying to manage my intake of food a little bit.
That's good.
So,
That's good.
it's just one of those things. So and plus it's helping with the wallet too. That's another plus too. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still costing me like $5 a can for this daggone protein drink or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I'm exaggerating. I'm probably not paying that much for it, but still, I'm paying a few dollars for it, which is fine. No big
It's
deal.
probably still less than what you would pay for fast food.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's
and
kinda
that's
where
the
I'm
other thing too is that fast food, while these places
expensive.
are good, like they're good for quick meals. It's like it's still all things in moderation. People don't do too much fast food.
Yeah, I could say some stories about that with some people that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've been guilty once or twice yourself, if I'm not mistaken.
Again, I'm someone who used to go to McDonald's and get a 40-count nugget and 2 large fries and then 2 Cokes. That was me until I started doing Ozempic, and it completely changed the way that I eat food.
Yep.
Ozempic
Well, that's
is
because it
amazing
curbed your
thing.
appetite. Yeah, that's because it just
Ozempic is
made
amazing. It actually
yeah.
works. Ozempic is one of the things that actually works when it comes to trying to do appetite control and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. But in any case, yeah, a lot of good fast food out there. Eat in moderation. Of course, there are plenty more places, but then we'd be here for several months talking about every single fast food place.
Yeah, every single fast food joint. Yes, exactly. Because you know what?
Yeah.
I just had a fast food joint from tonight that was absolutely delicious, man.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, it was awesome. Good Lord, if I could remember the daggone names of it, I would tell you, sir. But I can't seem to remember the daggone name of it because I'm an idiot right now. God,
Olympian Latkes.
No, sir.
You went to
it's not
Olympian
that.
Latkes, and it was delicious.
No, it is not. I can tell you. Just give me a minute. Burger Haven. I went to Burger Haven.
Okay.
Yeah, that's out here in Greenbrier-ish area, more so in Greenbrier West area of Chesapeake. My son went and picked it up, and it's a good, in my opinion, it's a good burger. It really is. Once again, unfortunately, I was talking with the wife earlier. I got that unfortunate. I didn't get a chocolate shake. I wanted a
Right.
chocolate shake, but I got a vanilla with chocolate syrup,
Right.
and I just want a chocolate shake with chocolate
Yeah.
ice cream. Didn't get it, but that
Yeah.
sucks. And it is what it is. But I've had the chocolate shake from them. It's delicious. I thought it was
Okay.
good. So, but their other chocolate milkshake is okay, but again, it's not really chocolate.
Yeah. It's not proper chocolate. It's not. It's not a chocolate. It's
Right.
not a chocolate ice cream shake. It's a
But
chocolate
if anybody, yep.
shake.
But if anybody's in the area, I highly recommend going there
Right.
because it is a fast food-ish kind of place, and it's delicious. It really is.
Yeah. Good. All right. Cool. But anyway, that's gonna do it for our topic. I guess it's gonna be a two-parter for this then.
Yeah,
On
not at all.
fast food. No, this is a lot. We had 2 full segments. We're gonna make this a two-parter.
Okay.
But anyway, that'll do it for this second part of fast food. When we come back, it will be
The coffee table.
that's right, the coffee table.
Yep.
I'll never get that right.
Yep,
Anyway,
never will. It's all right.
it's fine. You know what it is.
Yep.
All right, we'll be right back, y'all. A coffee table book is designed primarily for display and casual perusal, rather than to be read from cover to cover. These books showcase topics that act as a conversation starter for guests. This is the Google AI overview for what is a coffee table book. Each week we read and discuss such books with or without the coffee. Pull out a chair and take a seat at the coffee table. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mitch. How you doing, man?
I'm doing just fine, sir. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm glad that we got past. Seems like we got past the winter weather, and now it's just going to be rain, according to the weather report. At least in this
Right.
area. So, and you're still up there in
Yeah,
New
your
York.
area.
Yeah, you're still up there in New York, right?
Yeah,
How's
I'm
it
still
go-
up here in New York.
How's it going up there? How's the weather up there anyway?
It's a jungle out there.
Oh yeah, just all the
Yeah,
air
man.
confusion
It's been-
everywhere.
So crazy out here, dude. It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It's been fun. Weather's been wacky. So far, I haven't destroyed anything. I've had fun in a lot of snow. But yeah, like today, there were huge, big snowflakes dropping down, Jay. I mean, so big that when they hit the car, you'd watch them like splatter across the windshield and stuff. You know, I mean, just absolutely crazy how big these
Yeah.
suckers were.
The
But,
snowflakes were so big that when they fell down, they stuck to my blank. Bam, bam, bam. Fanny flag, what do you say? They stuck to
Yes,
my
sir.
ass. Oh, there we go.
No, we're
Yeah.
sorry. We're looking for tush.
Tush. All right. Yeah, okay. So snow is still a thing. It was rather nice today.
Yeah, snow is still a thing.
It was like
yeah.
in the 60s
Oh man,
over
it
here.
snowed like. Oh yeah, it snowed like crazy here today through until about 10, 11 o'clock. Well, actually about 1 o'clock-ish or so. And then it just turned to rain, and it was all slush after that.
Slush. I like slushies.
Yep.
You like
Sure, I
slushies?
love slushies.
Are you
I like-
a Slurpee or an icy man?
Oh, that's a very controversial question,
It
isn't
is,
it?
isn't it? Yeah.
Honestly, I like them both just for what they are.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy the classic Coca-Cola Slurpees, icy. Both those to me are worth their weight in gold.
Yeah.
They're great.
I've always enjoyed more the Slurpee from 7-Eleven because my mom used to work in 7-Eleven. She worked
Sure.
at gas stations, her whole career until she retired.
Right.
But the last thing was like 7-Eleven, and very used to their stuff from 7-Eleven. It's a big thing for me.
Any preference to the Slurpee?
I usually just get. I'm very old school. I just get a mix of the cherry and the blue raspberry. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Mix
That's
it
fair.
up.
I used to love the cherry Coke, man. I mean, not the cherry Coke, but the cherry Slurpee, the Fanta cherry. Oh
Yeah.
man, that was
Yeah.
like one of my go-to favorites
good
for a
stuff.
long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, great stuff.
All right. Um,
So,
we're
yeah,
switching it
we're at the
up.
coffee table though.
Yeah, we're switching it up. Oh yeah, what do you
Right?
have for coffee? I have a big 2 liter thing full of melted XO coffee candies. So I'm like, I don't have any actual
XO
coffee.
coffee candies.
Yeah, XO coffee
Wow.
candies. I put them in the beaker on the Bunsen burner. It's like, well,
Okay.
because
All
you
right.
got your home science kit, right? Might as well use it.
Sure, sure, sure,
I
sure.
cleaned it
Yep,
out.
yep,
It's
yep.
enough. There's still some remnants of whatever I had in there, but it's fine. Just melt it all down and
You
stick
melted
it
it
in.
all down, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I put in a 2 liter bottle, and that's what I'm drinking.
Yeah, you put so it's actually in liquid form at this point?
It's in liquid form.
Wow.
Pouring
Okay. What
out.
does it taste like? Please tell me what it tastes like.
It tastes like pure molasses with a little bit of coffee. It's a little bit of burning
What?
taste. A little bit of burning
Okay.
taste.
Yeah, I'm sure it's yeah.
That might be my taste buds. I don't know.
You might have overcooked it a
I
little
might
bit.
overcooked it. I'm probably cooking myself in the inside as I drink this. But hey, you know
Oh,
what?
even better.
Coffee. Got coffee. What you got?
Coffee.
What you got? What you got?
I've got one of those old school Starbucks Frappuccino bottles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the glass bottle.
Yeah, man.
All right, sure.
Yep,
I
yep,
probably could have done that,
yep.
but
Mine's the French
yeah.
vanilla.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yep,
Adds more sugar
yep.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I actually recently had Brugger's French vanilla coffee the other day. It was
What is?
quite good.
Never
It
heard of
was quite
Brugger's.
good.
What is
Yeah.
Brugger's?
Brugger's is the sister or brother of Einstein Brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's just called Brugger's up here in New York.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
It's kind
same
of like
damn thing. Just
have you have checkers and rallies and different locations. Okay.
exactly. Or
Gotcha.
Carl Jr. and
Yeah, Carl
Hardee's.
Jr. and Hardy. Yep.
Yep,
You're
yep.
right. Okay. Fair
Got it.
enough.
So, all right.
All right.
So we're going to start off with something fresh this time for our
Yep.
coffee table.
Yep.
We've got this lovely book here called Unsolved Conspiracies, Plots and Deceptions That Have Puzzled the Greatest Minds by Bill Price.
Yep. We are
Jay, why don't you
leaving.
tell us a little bit about it, sir?
Well, we're also leaving behind Mike Nelson and his
Yeah.
what's it called? What's that book called? Oh, I got it right here. Mind
Mind
Over
Over Matter?
Matters. Yeah, we're leaving behind Mind Over Matters because we don't. Again, like we've said on this, we don't want to exhaust someone's total book. We don't have the rights, so But
Yep,
we
exactly.
appreciate everything that he had to say. But Unsolved Conspiracies. So this is another of those books because I went to Barnes and Noble recently, and they have that book annex. Book annex, you got to check it out. It's where they have all the books that are
Yeah.
going on sale. They're probably not going to be sold anymore. But it's fantastic. It's for $10, and it's on the back. It says cover-ups and clandestine schemes that have perplexed the keenest thinkers. And it's
That's
a bunch of conspiracies that are out there, and we don't like to be controversial, but we're going to get a little controversial with this because you can't without talking about conspiracies. But we're going to try and avoid
This
the most
is
controversial ones.
This is historical information
Historical
here, sir,
information.
and I found it very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So this one we have, it's conspiracy number 18. Did General Motors conspire to destroy the streetcar systems? This says that it occurs from the 1930s and the 1960s with cities across the USA. And it says here by the 1960s, most of the United States' streetcars had been replaced by buses and cars, a change that some think was spearheaded by the companies that stood to benefit. Well, it said in the 1920s, when only 1 in 10 people in the United States owned a car, GM, General Motors long-serving president, Alfred Sloan, he saw an enormous potential market for private motor vehicles. And at the time, many of the cities traveled by streetcar, which is true. The streetcar was very popular. Heck, remember Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
That's
There you
right.
go, streetcars.
Yep.
That was fun. But he decided to buy streetcar companies in as many cities across the United States. Kind of similar to the freaking movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit, if you think about it. At the same time, General Motors bought a bus manufacturing company and a bus operating company, allowing the corporation to replace the streetcars with its own buses. So right there, it created its own little scheme. Beginning in the mid-1920s, General Motors began buying into extensive streetcar systems in New York, which operated numerous routes through the streets of Manhattan and in several smaller cities, including Springfield, Ohio, Kalamazoo, Michigan as well. And by 1936, the entire streetcar system in Manhattan had been closed down and replaced by, what do you guess? Buses. It appears that this success led to a decision to greatly expand the strategy of motorizing streetcar systems, and a pattern emerged in which once companies had been bought, the streetcars replaced with buses, the operating companies were given contracts specifying that they had to buy buses from either GM or Mack Trucks, tires from Firestone, and fuel and oil from Standard Oil or Phillips Petroleum. How about that? Not just one company there, Jay, but we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different companies in here. Wow, that's crazy. So as a means of expanding the scheme, General Motors, together with Standard Oil, Firestone, and others, began to invest in a small company in Minnesota run by E. Roy Fitzgerald, turning it into National City Lines, or NCL. Over the course of the following 10 years, bought up and motorized over 100 companies in at least 45 cities, replacing the electric streetcars with diesel-powered buses. In most cases, the tracks and electrification systems were ripped up completely, ensuring that it would be difficult and extremely expensive for cities to ever reverse the changes and bring back the streetcars. During the Second World War, most Americans may have had other things on their minds than the loss of the streetcars, but in its aftermath, few people could fail to notice that the street was increasingly congested and the air even more polluted. This cannot be blamed entirely on the loss of the streetcars. Congestion and pollution had become a problem in numerous cities across the world as rising populations and greater affluence resulted in an ever-increasing amount of traffic on the roads. But there can be little doubt, and a mass transit system in general was a contributory factor in the United States. So there was an antitrust, apparently. In 1946, Edwin J. Quinby, who had worked for a streetcar company in New Jersey that had been closed down before the war, wrote and self-published a pamphlet exposing the ownership of practices of NCL. He sent it to numerous politicians, city mayors, and newspapers across the United States, and despite a smear campaign which attempted to dismiss him as a crank, it led to antitrust charges being brought against General Motors and the other companies that had backed NCL. As there were no laws against anybody buying a company and running it into the ground, the charges related to the way in which streetcar companies were acquired and supplied, which, it was alleged, excluded competition. All the companies were were found guilty and fined the token amount of $5,000, while a number of individuals, including E. Roy Fitzgerald, were fined $1 each. It amounted to a very minor slap on the wrist to the companies that had profited enormously from such unscrupulous business dealings and in no way compensated for the loss of the streetcars. In recent years, a number of cities which lost their streetcars have reintroduced electrified mass transport systems of one sort or another, mostly streetcars or light railway systems. These have often been installed to serve the same routes that were the old streetcars used to run and have proved to be popular with passengers, but have cost billions of dollars of public money. Today, the streetcar scandal provides us with an example of what happens when corporate interests are allowed to go unchecked. A small and already wealthy minority of owners and shareholders get richer still, while the less well-off majority of taxpayers have to pick up the bill.
Amen to that last part. Amen.
That is very, very true, that last section there. But it is amazing to see something like this happen out there in the real world, between those eras, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Now, there is like alternate stuff you could say about this too, because I mean, we're talking about, like he talked about in there, the Second World War. What happened with the World War? You had the Great Depression. So I mean, that also is changing the way people think about transport and about going places. They don't have the money to go places, and so they're not going to use transport as much as they would like. I mean, there is that kind of like alternative theory in there, but it's still very much. I still believe what this guy's saying with big corporations. They remain big corporations unless they have like a complete fallout. And an opportunity like that with the Great Depression, with the war, they're going to take advantage as much as they can. So, yeah, I think there's something to this as far as GM maybe plotting to, because there's also the other aspect of the olden days when they had these cable cars. I mean, have you seen some of these photos of how they run all these wires? Wires were everywhere.
I have.
It
yes,
so
absolutely. The wires were freaking everywhere.
Yeah,
yes,
so
it
polluted.
was.
And it was pretty much dangerous because those were high voltage wires. It's like, all right, maybe we weren't where we needed to be, but I mean, again, it's also what he says in here too. It's like, yeah, a lot of those places that had these systems, they've gone to light rails and all this kind of stuff. It's like, like for the Tidewater area, you have the Norfolk Tide, right? I think that's what they call it.
The light rail system in
light
Norfolk,
rail system, yeah. So I mean, it's a thing, and then maybe we still, I don't know. It's very interesting, the topic that he raises with the streetcar systems.
I can definitely see your point in that in this whole side, especially when you speak of how the old systems were and the way that they were in the 20s and 30s and how much electricity was being flowed through them and things like that. Right. I get that. But if you recall, the light rail system back in that time, the electricity was run on wires overhead. Right. Not into the ground. So they did have some ideas of safety in mind, even though it probably was treacherous, still dangerous in a lot of ways. It was still considered to be safe enough to be able to.
Well, I'm also talking about like just the pollution of wires that are like, because you see some of these big really big cities, like wires go everywhere.
Sure. Absolutely, but you know what? As they could have started, instead of getting rid of them, they could have started improving them in some ways, and I'm sure in some places they could have hopefully gotten to that point. But the light rail system was here in downtown Norfolk back in those days. Yeah. It is now gone, and then it came back again with the light rail system that we now have, and that light rail system goes a pretty good far way. But at the same time, it's there. Okay, it's there, and does it serve its purpose? Absolutely, it serves its purpose. Okay, I think it's a pretty good system. I've used that system several times myself. I've met family, out there at Newtown and taken the Tide all the way into Harbor Park, so I could go watch a baseball game. Done that a couple times, and it's cool as crap to do, man. It's kind of neat, It's just one of those things. Your car doesn't have to be all the way out there; it can be further away, perfectly fine. No big deal. Plus, afterwards, we can take the rail all the way into Norfolk a little bit further and go to a nice restaurant or whatever it is, because there's plenty to do down there.
Right. Yeah. And then for people who don't have quite the reference, streetcars is like, if anybody remembers Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Right, you had trolley that would come back and go to the land and make believe. Yeah, they had big versions of that. That's basically what we're talking about, and those used to be very prevalent. Yeah, I mean that's also a little bit older. I feel like Mr. Rogers kind of like I'd like to say people still know what Mr. Rogers is, right?
Then there's probably some other movie or something like that was in that particular time frame. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, you can see the modern railways in some of the Marvel movies.
Yeah, okay. But I think like for even more of like a modern day equivalent of this is electric vehicles. In the 90s, electric vehicles used to be a thing already, where they had them. They were like not the most power efficient things, but they were out there. And then what killed it ultimately, I believe, is big oil. They didn't like that people were cutting in on their profits and like, oh no, we can't have this. So they crushed it, and then they later developed way later, like in these modern times, you have hybrid vehicles, and they're like, oh well, hybrid is still electric, but it still uses gas. It's like there's a whole thing, and then with Tesla and all this stuff, it's like there's definitely levels of conspiracy there that kind of correlate with what happened here with the streetcars.
Don't forget hydrogen cells too. Hydrogen cells have been found to be able to be powering cars for decades, and they have not tapped into that full potential of it.
And then you have
then there's also that conspiracy that you can create an engine with water.
That's right. They've had multiple people They've had multiple people who have gone missing because they've created engines that allegedly work with water, and then they just end up missing. It's like,
Yep, that's right.
a little strange.
Yeah, so it all kind of fits in there with that,
Yeah.
man. It's very, I mean, it fits the bill as far as
It does.
conspiracies go, but yeah, they got a slap on the wrist. They got away with it.
Of
That's
course.
just truly what happened.
Big
They
business.
decided to go ahead and go there. Yep, they wanted to make money. So how do they
Yep.
make money? They force their competition out.
Big business has big lawyers and ways to make things happen and just make things go away.
Yep.
It's unfortunate, but we're not here to really talk one side or the other. I mean, I guess we kind of are in this
No.
one, but we're just putting it out there. It's like, hey, this is a book. It's a coffee table. We're just going to talk about it. So,
That's right.
all right, let's move on from that to our other somewhat new book that we started off with last time. Weird last time, but we're going to go again anyway. It's from Five Below, Phantom Phenomena, by a publishing house called Castle. And again, the disclaimer, the stories you're about to hear have not been proven due to the number of submissions that have been collected anonymously. Names and attributions have been removed unless otherwise noted. These stories are not told through my perspective, but through the perspective of those who experienced them or what they've heard from others. And again, warnings for mentions of suicide, violence against animals, and other adult themes. Listener discretion advised. So, this one's called It Hunts on Fall Nights. When your car crashes into something, the feeling of your heart sinking is universal. Thoughts race about what could have been hit while climbing out. A person, a pet, or something much worse. And the field notes, location, the roads of a residential area in your childhood town. Date time, mid-October, many years ago. Atmosphere, autumn's warmth, with heavy and panicked breathing.
That sounds so weird.
Yeah. It's
Here's the scene, guys.
yeah, I mean,
Imagine
it's just
a
the scene.
place.
It's just the scene. I mean, it's puppy spook.
Imagine a place.
Yeah.
Have you imagined that place?
Yeah.
Good. Now imagine a time.
That's right.
You have the time? Wonderful. Now let's begin. Okay.
Hey, it's not it's a $5 book. What are you gonna do?
I know, it just sounds weird, that's all.
Yeah, for sure. Back in my childhood town, it was a big deal when seasons changed from summer to fall. Where I lived, it was almost always a toasty 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 37 degrees Celsius. So when it finally dropped below 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 26 degrees Celsius, in mid-October, it felt like a miracle. People spent more time outside because they didn't have to worry about the seething heat. It lifted their moods. I always loved to go out with my friends and play until dinner. That was until it all started when I was 11. One or two neighborhood dogs would go missing here and there, but it seemed to only happen in the fall. Everyone knew about this thing that took the pets, but nobody talked about it. My cat, one of the first victims, even got into a fight with it at one point, and he barely escaped with his life. He was lucky. By the time I was 15, people wouldn't even leave their kids unattended when autumn rolled around for fear of that thing. It was a local legend as far as I was concerned, too elusive for our paths to cross. At least until one day, I was driving home one night after a long shift at work. I was about 16 and had just gotten my driver's license. I was pulling into my neighborhood like I had done many times before. I thought I saw something behind me, so I checked my mirrors. When I looked back, something big was darting in front of the car. My attempt to brake was in vain, and I felt my car strike the thing. It flew back a few feet, but I immediately got up and kept running. It was all a blur, and I immediately started freaking out. What if that was one of my neighbor's pets, or even worse, a human? I decided to make things right by attempting to follow it and check for any injuries. I couldn't live with myself thinking I had just severely injured something and may have even contributed to its death. Before I left, though, something in the back of my mind told me to be cautious. I reached into the glove compartment and grabbed a sharp glass breaker. Leaving the car, I immediately noticed a trail of blood on the pavement. My face tightened up as I thought I really hurt the thing. I stepped down into the brush. I was surrounded by tall, lush bushes and plants, their leaves brushing against me as I fumbled with my phone's feeble flashlight. It was barely able to pierce through the thick darkness. I walked for a minute or two until I heard a little kid crying. I started freaking out, believing I hit a kid. Smaller towns seemed to be easy pickings for cryptid activity. If I didn't help the kid quickly, I could be in big trouble. I picked up my pace when suddenly, out of the brush from the direction where I heard the crying, something jumped out. It tackled me to the floor. I dropped my phone. It was snarling and grabbing at me with the intent to kill. This thing wasn't small either. It was like I was fighting another teenager. I kicked it off and reached for my pocket and firmly grasped the glass breaker. It lunged at me again, but this time I stabbed it right in the middle of its chest. It started to freak out, letting loose these horrendous screams as it darted off into the darkness. I ran back to my car as fast as possible and drove home faster than ever before. It covered me with scratches and blood, but nothing lethal. I told my parents what had happened, and of course they didn't believe me. My parents had me take a concussion test the following morning, but it showed that I was mentally healthy. That didn't matter, though, because nobody believed me. At a certain point, I just stopped telling the story. All I have to say is that no more pets or people went missing after that. I escaped with my life, but even more than that, I may have saved a few more lives along the way. That's it.
Wow. Didn't say anything about what kind of damage was done to the car.
No.
I mean, come on. How much did he have to pay? I mean, I hope he had a good deductible.
Oh yeah, that's the important part, right? Yeah, not the thing that he hit. That like, okay, okay. In a childhood neighborhood, I'm gonna say Sasquatch. I don't know.
You hit and killed Sasquatch.
You hit and killed a Bigfoot. They never. I don't think it's just one. I think there's more than one Bigfoot out there.
And he got claw marks on his arm too.
Yeah,
to show
and
that
blood.
Bad
Some app.
Okay.
And no one believed him. It was like, what did they think?
So wait a minute. He could go back to the scene, and she couldn't go back to the scene and show the blood. They couldn't have gone and taken blood samples.
Yeah.
I mean, be like, hey, I'm gonna call the cops. Great. My car is currently at the scene. You call the cops. You then say, here's the fucking trail of blood. Here's the cut on my arm. Here's the damage to my car. Help.
Yeah. At that point, it would have been like, shouldn't there have been like an investigation that's like, okay, where is the thing that you hit? Because you hit something. I would assume
Exactly.
Because it's just a teenager story. It's like teenagers, they get upset. They come up with random shit all the time. They're not necessarily the greatest at recalling events that happen. You're in the moment. You're a kid at that point still.
And let's be completely fair about this, Jay. If he hit a human being, more than likely the human being didn't go running away.
True. And there's the other thing too that's weird about it is like he said he heard a kid crying. Never found the kid. It sounds like the thing, whatever the cryptid was like imitating a child to get his attention, to get him, to lure him to a certain spot so you can get him.
That's an interesting.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. You know what else I learned from this story too? You need a good flashlight in your car.
Oh yeah, you do. You trying to bump around with your phone flashlight? Like, nah, man, you need a flashlight.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. You need to get a good flashlight in your car, preferably one that has like a security feature on it, like the strobe lighting or something like that. Because you never know when you got to scare something off or something's charging at you.
I'm gonna get one that has the from Temu with the taser on the end. Whatever comes out.
There you go. Sure.
Yeah.
There you go.
Assuming it's vulnerable to tasers, I don't know. Who knows what this thing is? I don't know. We'll never know. These are unverified stories. We'll never know.
That's right. Unverified.
But that was a lot better than the first one. I like that one better.
Yeah. That one,
there's still plot holes, but
tons of holes in this story, man.
We'll never know the true.
No, we won't.
We'll never know.
That's right.
There's no way to verify any of this stuff.
Sad but true.
Yeah, but it's that was a lot better. And then
Yeah,
these are both really good books. I'm glad we switched over.
I love the theory thing, man. That's so cool. I really, again, everything fits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as it not really being a conspiracy, it's more like, hey, this actually did happen in my mind, just from that one story. NCL clearly came through several cities, took out the electrical car systems that was in there, and put in bus transportation and left it at that.
I
It's just
mean, they
one of those
saw
things.
it was like a time where there was other things going on that were taking people's you know mindset, and they're like, okay, this is the perfect time to strike. Let's go ahead and do this. Like, okay,
Right.
yeah. And as far as also, let's see, might as well read this because we got some more time left here. This is like the other one that had that from that other story. There's like a little blurb that had nothing to do with the actual story.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Was this like inside what you were reading, like it was last time too?
This one's at the end, so I don't know, it's just
cool.
a
All
little
right,
weird.
that's fair.
But
That's fair.
so here we go. The Enfield monster sightings in 1973 in Illinois, USA, generated significant attention and media coverage. Eyewitnesses described a grotesque creature standing 4 to 5 feet, 1 meter tall, with a muscular build and 3 powerful legs. It had rough, scaly gray skin and piercing red eyes. The creature allegedly struck some individuals, causing scratches and bruises. Despite efforts to track it down, the Enfield monster disappeared without a trace, leaving the community perplexed. The mystery surrounding its true nature and origin remains unsolved, leading to speculation and intrigue.
Ooh.
Yeah. And if you have any information, feel free to call 555. Where's the theme song for Unsolved Mysteries? Where's Robert
Exactly.
Stack?
That's what I was
Where's
thinking.
Robert Stack?
Yep. I'm Robert Stack.
I'm Robert Stack.
And this is another unsolved mystery.
And you can help solve the mystery. Oh man, what a crazy ass show! You remember watching that show?
Yeah.
I watched that show. That's like
dude.
one of these
come
shows.
on. That was great.
It was
That was
amazing.
great, man.
It was amazing.
It was weird. It was weird, but
Yeah.
believe it or not, it worked. It
Yeah,
worked.
and then you say, believe
Some
it or
people
not,
called it. Of course. Well, we think it worked.
yeah. I mean, they had follow-ups every now and then where they would show, like, actual people like, well, here's what we actually found out what happened, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Every now and then you'd get a story that's just like, okay, that's really just too creepy. I don't want to, yeah. And then
Right.
it's the same thing with, like, in the same vein, what is it? Beyond Belief Factor Fiction,
Mm-hmm. Yep,
right?
yep,
From
yep,
Sci-Fi. It had a different host in the first season, and then
Yeah.
that guy took over. What's his name? Jonathan Frakes.
I don't remember.
Jonathan Frakes
Okay.
from fucking
Oh,
from
yeah.
Star Trek.
From Star Trek. Next
he took
Generation.
over.
Yep. Jonathan Frakes. Yep. He's also director too.
Yeah, he took over, and there were some crazy stories in that show.
That if you want to go that far, man, what about like Crossing Over? Remember that show?
Oh
from
yeah,
Silence
Crossing
on
Over.
Sci-Fi?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, with
Yeah.
that guy that could supposedly be supposedly a psychic, if you will. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They defrauded him for. It
total
took a while,
bullshit.
but they defrauded
Total
him.
bullshit, yeah. It's like, because then he had, figure out he had plants in the audience, and also he's just asking generic questions like, anyone here related to someone whose name starts with an M? Is it Mary? Okay. Just the most generic, like, yeah. It's like, all right. And then the same thing with, she came to the area not too long ago, she's from, like, New Jersey. She's, like, the New Jersey psychic medium. She had a show. I don't know.
Yeah.
Caputo or something like that. I don't know what her name is.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, she came through too. It's like, and then you got to remember too
Nice.
that I don't know if I remember this lady from the old Montel talk show with Sylvia Brown. She was the biggest fucking liar. It was terrible. She would
No, I don't remember that one.
Sylvia Brown. She had this really almost, it sounded like she did cigarettes or something, because she had a really gruff voice, well,
Raspy
what you
voice.
gotta do is she told somebody in the audience when they're like, yeah, I can't find my daughter, blah blah blah, and then she said, oh well, she's gone, she's dead. And then the lady's like, well, she's not dead, she's missing, she just, like, straight up, and then she's like, no, she's dead. It's like, what the fuck? Sylvia Brown was so, she's leaned into that character. She was a terrible person. She still has books out there that I think are still being sold. It's like, that's amazing. Her estate still putting out books. Like, that's really weird.
Wow.
What a
That's
terrible
weird.
person.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
And Montel supported her. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, well, hey, man. whatever,
Yeah, whatever. But
that's what people decide to do. So that's what people decide to do.
yeah, I mean, I don't know, must gotten
It,
some
it's it
kickback
look
somewhere.
it's that happened a long time ago.
It did. It did.
So not much can be done about it now at this
No,
point.
no. All you gotta do is
It
just
is
be
what it is.
careful. Be careful about trusting psychics and mediums. Like, I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are some real ones. There's gotta be. But
Yeah,
you
I
just
know,
gotta be
right?
careful about going to these
Oh, wait a
places.
minute.
Like,
So wait. Hang on a second. Hang on a second.
yeah,
There's got to be a psychic out in this world. So you believe that there are people out in this world with extra abilities to be able to see beyond.
yeah. I think
Okay.
in order for it's like the whole thing with like the paranormal. It's like you can't for us to believe that we know everything is impossible. So I think there are definitely
True.
people are out there that just know better than the it's like people who are like from the future or whatever. They have time machines, but that's never been invented. They're probably amongst us. They just choose not to interact because they know better. Otherwise, the future will be fucked up. It's the same thing with mediums. Like they have real mediums probably know what's going on, but they choose to keep themselves because you don't want to fuck up the world. I would think so.
Interesting.
That's
So
my belief.
instead of them actually coming to the forefront and being known, we just watch them on TV like actors and actresses because that's the cool shit that they make up.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe there's
That's so weird.
maybe it's some of our people who are like writing stuff like maybe James Patterson and all this kind of I think if he's still alive, I don't know. Maybe all these writers have like all these multiple books and like successful series. Maybe they're mediums. Maybe they have real references for all this shit. We don't know. We'll
Okay.
never know. I
Interesting.
don't know. I might be crazy, but hey,
Ah,
I don't
interesting.
know. It's just a perspective. I don't
Okay.
know. But let us know what your
Okay.
perspective is. Let us know on our Facebook, Loopy and Lock Keys,
Yes, please.
or on our
That's
YouTube.
right, buddy.
Let us know.
Or on YouTube. Yep.
Yep,
We're all over the place.
that's right. But I think that's going to do it for our coffee table. Really good one with those two stories. I really like it. I look forward to more of those. And I'm out of my. I think my whole insides are scorched from the XO coffee candy. I probably should go to the doctor.
Oh,
But no,
man.
we got more show to record.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't
Let's
let
record
her
the
do
show
it.
first.
That's right.
Doctor second.
That's right.
Okay.
Doctor
All right.
second. I'll go
That's
to
right.
patient first. It's fine.
That's fair.
All right. When we come back, it will be what is it? What is it?
This you
That's
call
right.
news?
This you call news. Sometimes I get it right. Sometimes I won't. It's a roll of the dice. But
Yeah. Yes.
we'll
Yeah.
find out.
Where's your head? Where's your head?
Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes.
Knees and toes.
That's right. That's right. And eyes and ears. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy.
Yummy, yummy.
Fruit salad.
Oh man,
Oh,
no.
all right. We'll be right
Oh, my
back.
God,
We'll be
no.
right back. And now it's time for this you call news. And with our article for this you call news, it's Mitch of Olivia Lotkeys. Mitch!
Why, thank you, my good man, Jay. This is coming to us from one of your favorite places, sir, the New York Post.
Woo!
This one, not published too long ago, it says, "We fart twice as much as previously thought. Scientists discover from new smart underwear."
Wait. Did they talk to me? Because I think I fart a lot. I don't know.
Ooh, hey, man, what you do is what you do, okay?
Okay.
Let her rip. While breaking wind could help protect against Alzheimer's and postpartum depression, there can be too much of a good thing. Scientists recently discovered that we're passing gas a lot more often than previously thought, thanks to some smarty underpants. That's right, smarty underpants. Previously, previous research pinpointed an average of 14 toots a day, but researchers at the University of Maryland recently developed technology to measure human flatulence accurately, and it's up to an average of 32 farts a day. In an effort to understand excessive gastrointestinal issues and gut microbes better, the team created Smart Underwear, a tiny wearable device that snaps discreetly onto underwear. Electromechanical sensors track intestinal gas production and hydrogen in flatulence around the clock, except when the person is on the toilet. Individual rates varied widely, with some farting as few as 4 times a day and others up to 59 times.
Oh, that's
Previous
me.
estimates were, I don't know, I'm somewhere in between, I'm sure. Previous estimates were so much lower due to self reporting errors, invasive techniques that provided inaccurate data, or people's perception about what counts as flatulence. In 2000, Dr. Michael Levitt, a gastroenterologist known as the King of Farts, said it is virtually impossible for a physician to objectively document the existence of excessive gas using currently available tests. Wow, he even knew back then. I'll tell you. The researchers hope this new technology can provide better insight into what constitutes a normal gas range, like the optimal levels spelled out for cholesterol and blood pressure. We don't accurately know what natural flatulence production looks like, said Brantley Hall, an assistant professor at the Department of Cell Biology and Molecular Genetics at UMD. Without that baseline, it's hard to know when someone's gas production is truly excessive. Hall noted the device, which is not yet available to the public, is similar to a continuous glucose monitor, but detects increased hydrogen levels instead.
You think
Tracking
it's
hydrogen
you
in
think that thing is covered by insurance then? Because we got CGMs.
Hey, that's a great question, sir. Don't have that answer yet because it's not out on the market yet. Paul, yep, let's see. He said it noted it's not available to the public and it is similar to a CGM, but it tracks hydrogen levels instead. Tracking hydrogen in farts can provide more information about how active microbiomes in the gut work to ferment food and when. To gather more data about how often people fart, the research team has launched a human flatus atlas, a project to measure the gas patterns of hundreds of participants and categorize them by diet and microbiome composition. They're looking for participants who consume high fiber diets but don't fart much, those who fart a lot, and people who fall in between the two categories.
And there are a lot of comments on this. 291 people had stuff to say
I
about
know.
farts.
Oh my goodness! I mean,
Yeah.
what can I say? Yeah.
Oh, well, what I could say is
people got
Benjamin
something to say
Hogan
about
said.
farts.
Benjamin Hogan said, after a feast of salami and provolone the previous evening, I had stored up enough odoriferous rancid SBDs to clear out an F-train car. Figures, F-train. Oh, my God. People are crazy.
That is great. It's so great. It's so awesome. Let's see. Jim Hayes, next week, they are releasing according to leaked emails. The average skid mark has grown by 20%.
Oh, God. Alpha Control says, we used to monitor this in school. We had a simpler device made by Bic. It was risky, though. Oh, my God. People are crazy. I love the comments on this one. These are fantastic.
A week ago, this guy named Harry Ascrack, my wife knew this. I have done extensive testing.
Yep. Moist Ointment says, most find mine quite pleasant, somewhere between floral and savory. Ew.
Moist ointment.
That's so gross.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh, even manual labor. There's a manual labor.
yeah.
Where was this sensor when Biden was dropping arse around the world?
Gross.
Oh, jeez, that's terrible. So I guess they could have been like, oh man, he's farting a lot. Oh shit, no, he's not. Let's get him out of here.
Yeah. Oh man, kind of like how Trump had that video that came out that he legit caught wind in that press conference, and then they immediately ended. It's like, yeah, we're done here. And that lady in the back was like wiping her nose. Oh my god!
Oh,
why are the presidents so flatulent? God.
I don't know. Because they're old.
They're old, yeah, really. Paul Lee said, finally a study that the average American can get behind. Oh man, this is funny. Yep. Rafani Fisher, right. Definitely Nobel Prize material. Yeah, sure. The other thing that was in this is that one comment that they said previous estimates were so much lower due to blah, blah, blah. Invasive techniques that provided inaccurate data. It's like, wait a minute. Did they put something invasive up there? Know. We're talking about the rectum.
I don't
like,
know.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to know, man.
Yeah. I never really wanted to know this much about farts. Apparently somebody did. And there's a photo that we're going to use this as the teaser for this week's episode. It's this photo that they have of the shorts with a little disc in the butt crack where it can detect your farts. That is amazing. Somebody spent
crazy.
like tens of thousands of dollars to develop this prototype. It's like, you know what? This is what people need. This. It's like, really? Okay.
100%.
Oh my 100%. God. Like, what? Did we really need this information? Or is this something that people really need? I don't understand.
You gotta understand the human fart, buddy. You gotta understand the human fart. And what better way to understand the human fart than to test the human fart?
I think come on, man. We only need to know about farts if they're truly like an impact on like the ozone levels, with like eating away at the ozone, which I don't think is that extreme.
Clearly, there's trying to further discover. Just like they said, there are microbiomes in the gut. They want to know how they react in certain ways in certain conditions, to prove, even once and for all, that, hey, you know what? It doesn't matter if you eat a shitty diet or a good diet, they act the same. Or, hey, if you eat a healthy diet, it's going to be like this, which is good. Or if you eat like this, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's going to come down to.
Well, let me just tell you, you eat beans. Beans are the magical fruit. The more you eat,
yes, sir.
The
more you chew. Oh man, I had beans the other day.
That's right. You probably need this underwear, so I can tell you how many times you fart in a day.
That's all. Yeah, absolutely, man.
What the hell kind of article? All right. I mean, hey, you know what? The government's spending money on some weird crap. All right, that's all I got to say.
Yep, they sure are. They sure are. Well, this is at the University of Maryland, but I'm pretty sure it's government funded.
It probably has a government fund. Like, there's probably a grant that was given for something like this, because it is maybe. In all seriousness, it is something that's very. At some level, it's interesting because you don't really think about how many times you fart, and I guess somebody wants to.
Some level interesting.
Some level is interesting. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Are you going to keep up with the latest flatulence research paper, sir?
Oh yeah, we're going to do a follow-up on this. We're going to do the actual number. The actual number is 72 and a half. 72 and a half for the average person.
I want you to find me the research project and keep tabs on that on Facebook, okay?
Oh yeah, I can. I will.
We need to follow it on Facebook.
That's right.
Can we follow them on Facebook? Loopy and Lockheed's, can we follow them?
University of Maryland?
Yeah,
sure. Why not? It'll be the only account we follow.
I want to follow their flatulence column. Okay,
that's right.
That's what I want to follow.
We're gonna call it Fart Watch, and
yes, exactly.
Yeah, clearly. This is what we were meant for. This is what our podcast. This is what our podcast is always meant to be about. Is farting.
That's right. That's right.
You know, people would probably say that we fart all the time by just talking and like, yeah, we're just farting. You know, just whatever. We're farting off our comments about different things. Oh
maybe.
My God!
Who knows?
What a thing. Okay, New York Post. You never fail us.
Let's do it.
You never fail us, New York Post.
That's right. You never fail us, New York Post.
Amazing.
At all.
Yeah.
Yep.
God.
All right, Jay. That's what we got for the first article, my friend. What do you have for us now?
Well, this one is related in a weird way because it's about fanny packs. Yeah. This comes to us from Tom's Hardware, and it's 42 bewildered Amazon customers duped by $999, almost $1,000 RTX 5090 scam, which is a graphics card, sent fanny packs instead bait and switch deployed by seemingly reputable buyer. And that's a long title, but of course,
What?
Whatever. This was last
It's
updated.
Tom's Hardware, man.
Yeah.
It's Tom's Hardware. What do
Yeah,
you
of
want?
course. Yeah, it's not a. Yeah. Last updated January 13th, 2026. When you. No, that's an affiliate link. I'm not going to read that. A seemingly reputable Amazon third-party seller appears to have duped at least 42 unsuspecting customers into paying $999 for a GeForce RTX 5090 GPU, shipping the buyers fanny packs instead. The scheme appears to have lured desperate buyers with the promise of the best graphics card on the market at just 50% of its MSRP, an offer that was, unsurprisingly, too good to be true. The GeForce RTX 5090 launched at a staggering $1,999, but the ongoing
that's not cheap.
No, it's not. I mean, but again, because, like they're saying, the ongoing global NAND shortage has sent prices for this Blackwell gaming flagship.
It's skyrocketed,
soaring up heights. Mm-hmm. Many custom models now start well above $2,500 if you can even find them in stock. So when a GeForce RTX 5090 is selling for $999, it's not just a bargain. It's a glaring warning sign that something is terribly fishy about it. Buyers desperate for a deal may overlook these red flags, making themselves vulnerable to scams and financial loss. To be fair to the buyers, Fitter's Niche Direct, registered in China, boasts an impeccable reputation on Amazon with a 99% positive customer rating based on nearly 1,800 reviews. On the surface, the storefront appears completely legitimate. However, looks can be deceiving. A closer inspection reveals only 5 products, 3 generic fanny packs, 1 elastic stretching band, and 1 suspicious listing for Fitter's Niche Gigabyte Aorus GeForce RTX and 5090 Master 32G or 32 gig graphics card. We link those listings strictly for educational and awareness purposes. Please do not attempt to purchase the graphics card.
Wow.
I don't see that link, but I guess they took it out at some point.
They took a picture of it.
Yeah.
Well, no, literally,
the
name itself.
Yeah, it's right here. It's a hyperlink.
Yeah.
This is the hyperlink here. We're not going to put it out there because we don't want people to buy it. Because obviously it's a scam. But one Amazon buyer said, "These guys are scam artists. They sent me a $1,000 fanny pack, not a graphics card that I ordered. Don't buy anything from this store." Another victim stated, "Ordered a graphics card and received a fanny pack instead. Now Amazon is delaying my return since I returned a fanny pack and not a 5090.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, obviously. The Amazon seller did not always engage in fraudulent activity. A review of user feedback details that negative comments and scam allegations began surfacing on December 28, 2025. For months prior, Fitter's Niche Direct maintained a spotless reputation, leaving many to wonder what could have triggered such a drastic shift. Did the seller succumb to the lure of quick profits during a high-demand frenzy for graphics cards? Or was the account compromised by a third party, turning a once reputable storefront into a scam operation overnight? Regardless of
that's logical.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, people get hacked all the time. Regardless of the underlying cause, the impact is undeniable. 42 victims have come forward so far, with the latest case reported as recently as January 12th. Each new complaint underscores how quickly this scam has spread and how urgent it is for both buyers and platforms to stay vigilant. The negative feedback has struck through and comes with Amazon's added disclaimer. The disclaimer being, this item was fulfilled by Amazon and we take responsibility for this fulfillment experience. It doesn't affect the seller's reputation. It appears the seller is blatantly exploiting Amazon's FBA Fulfillment by Amazon program. If you're unfamiliar with FBA, it's a program where sellers ship their products directly to Amazon warehouses. From there, Amazon handles every aspect of the transaction: storage, packing, shipping, customer service, and product returns. Since Amazon assumes responsibility for FBA orders, affected customers have likely been reimbursed. However, it remains unclear whether Amazon is absorbing the financial blow from these fraudulent transactions or if the seller is ultimately held accountable. It's baffling and concerning that Amazon has yet to take decisive action and suspend the seller.
That's a very interesting story.
Yeah, that's a crazy one. They have a picture of it here, and yeah, sure does say Hitter's Niche Gigabyte.
Hitter's
Yeah,
Niche. Yep, it
yeah,
sure does. Absolutely, right in the picture,
yeah,
which is crazy.
$909.
So literally, all they did was they just copied and pasted
Mm-hmm.
in that information of the unit
Mm-hmm.
in full exploit and just put Fitter's Niche in front of it,
That's right.
and exploited so far $42,000.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, each one's 1,000. Yeah, 40,000 bucks. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
And all they sent
I
were
mean, wow.
were fanny packs, and like, I mean, they sent something. That's
Yeah.
that's definitely normally with this kind of scam you don't get anything. So it's amazing they sent
And
anything
and,
at
and
all.
and from the letter Amazon from the note from Amazon, it seems like they already reimbursed the customers.
Yeah,
That's what it sounded like. Am I incorrect in that
it does
hearing?
seem like that. Yeah, because it's through the fulfillment by Amazon to Amazon's account. And like if Amazon gets enough of a pushback, they will
It says, yeah,
refund.
yeah,
They have
yeah.
no problem
Since
refunding people left and right. So
right. Since Amazon assumes responsibility for FBA orders, affected customers have likely been reimbursed.
likely, but that's not confirmed.
Yeah, have likely been reimbursed. Yeah.
Right.
So again, I would agree with that likely being reimbursed, the
Yeah.
majority of them at this point, and
Yeah.
Amazon's just going to go after them and take care of it. It's
Right.
an interesting, scam
Yeah.
that's just unfortunate for those people.
And I've seen this stuff before because I've been on the market for some stuff like if you go look for
Yeah,
Apple AirPods on eBay or
yeah,
whatever. Like
hmm
there are tons of just like the same exact photos on all these sellers. Here's the thing to look for eBay specifically: is that if you're going there and there's a bunch of people that have the same exact photo, that's a red flag. You go there and you
yep,
look at the sellers that are selling this stuff, and they don't have any reviews. Another big red flag.
yep,
And also price. If you're getting an incredible discount on something that's like brand new, yeah, red flag. It really
hmm
does all fall on the consumer because you have to be careful. It's your money. You need to be careful
yeah.
about what you spend it on and do the research and make sure that what you're doing is what you actually want because it means scammers are out there. It's a thing.
That's right,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. But this is just man. It's like yeah. I mean, everybody knows graphics cards are. It's the hot ticket item. I mean, we're
Yeah, man,
still going
graphics
through a
cards is a hot ticket
shortage.
item, dude.
Yeah,
Look, anyone
yeah.
who's anyone nowadays, if they're when they buy a graphic card these days, they buy a graphic card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, and
Yeah.
it's costly these days. It's really, there are some others out there, some other lower ones out there that are way cheaper, in some cases, but for the most part, not really. I mean, you can't
Mm-hmm.
find a graphics card under $1,000 most times anyway.
Right.
It's insane. It's
Right.
insane the graphics card prices these
It's
days.
gotten so bad for the graphics cards that even like the display computers they have in like stores and stuff, like with like the
Yep.
motherboard stuff, they're taking out the
hmm
graphics cards and the memory and all that stuff, and they're just putting like little
Yep.
just display little pieces in there. They used to be real,
Yep.
and then they started taking
Yep.
all that
Not
out because
anymore.
people are swiping them
Yep.
straight up.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
100%. It was
it's
happening.
yep. It's a crazy time we live in.
hmm
That graphics cards are the thing that people are trying to really, it's a known thing. People
Yeah,
are
that's
really trying
true.
to
That is a weird
move that.
thing.
Yeah,
That is kind of a weird thing.
it's weird. And then I think it all really
Yep.
started with like even so far back as the PS5, which is already more than a year old, like probably 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the
hmm
PS5 had a huge was a huge disadvantage because they had like that huge graphics card shortage. And then when they released that
Yes.
advertisement that came out, it said like, "Yeah, happy 1 year anniversary to the PS5." It's like, well, who the
hmm
fuck has one? I mean,
Yep. Exactly.
because
Yep.
it's so hard to get one. You couldn't find us
Yep.
because
Yep.
of the shortage. And it's like,
Yep. That's right.
I mean, if you got a graphics card that's out that you have right now, I mean, hopefully, you're locking that thing up tight and you got like a like a good lock on your computer and your house is locked up or whatever. Because man, people are gonna steal that crap. It's tough. We live in weird times. But if you got a
Know some
fanny
people
pack
that.
though,
Yeah, they do. They got a nice little fanny pack. I'm sorry. I'd be giving that shit back in a heartbeat, bro. I'm sorry. Fuck you
yeah.
with that fanny pack.
But
That's all I'm
but if
saying.
you open up the fanny pack, it has the underwear that has the sensor on it. So you can
No.
just go ahead and
No.
yeah, that's how they're getting it
You're
out there.
insane.
Uh,
No, that's nuts. No, that's nuts. Cut
yeah,
it out.
cut
No.
it
Mm-mm.
out. So Fitter's
Yep.
niche, Bitter's niche, bet
Yep.
on you, man. That's terrible. How dare you? Yeah, how dare you do that? That's terrible.
Shame on you.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think it's someone that got hacked, or you just think someone who's like, oh man, graphics cards all the rage, I'm just going to make money?
It's not outside the realm of possibility that they got hacked. Okay, I get that. It's a quick dash of just 42 people, so it seems very small. Yeah, it's very possible they got hacked in some fashion. And you know what? They're trying to, hopefully they're sorting it out. But it's something that's going to unfortunately just take place between the storefront seller and Amazon at this point, or lawyers, if you will.
Yeah, it could be.
And hopefully they get to the bottom of it and it gets settled and everybody's okay. But I mean, it seemed like a place that just sold fanny packs and shit for quite some time, and then all of a sudden just got into a quick cash business. I think it sounds like to me it sounds like a hack. That's very possible.
And honestly, like with all this stuff, when it happens, usually with these scammers, it's like, you get a slap on the wrist and they just keep going. Like, because it's hard to nail down scammers because they use alternate identities, aliases, VPNs, fake registration information. It's hard to really nail that down. So you'll be lucky if the people who are responsible ever really get held accountable. If they were hacked.
Sure.
If they were hacked. If it's the seller themselves, then I don't know. Maybe they'll get held accountable, but because they'll actually know who it was. But who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
It's an interesting thing. Be careful. Buyer beware, right? Caveat emptor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Be careful.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's 100%.
That's right. Instead, spend your money on the underwear that registers your parts, and then send us the data, care of Olympia and Lockheed's at our Facebook. We want to know how many parts you're making per day. We want to get there. We want to be the ones that have the government grant that overtakes the University of Maryland. Right?
I don't want the grant. I want the grant.
I want the grant.
I don't want the grant.
I want that fart money. Give me the fart money.
No, I want the first to market corporate
fart underwear.
Corporate fart underwear. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I want to be on the cutting edge of the fart.
The cutting edge of cutting the cheese.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
We'll call it Curd Central.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
We'll call it Curd.
That's right.
The Curd.
That's right. And every time, I think you can combine this with the one that I think it might have been on Shark Tank or something, where it's like they had that underwear that when you fart, it changes the smell into like something floral or whatever. Combine it with that.
Oh my God!
That way it tracks your fart, but it also changes your fart into something more pleasant.
But it never took flight, did it?
I don't think it actually got an investment. No. No. Barbara Corcoran might have said, "You know what? I'm in." As long as it's some hot guy, she probably said, "You know what? I'm in."
If Larry King was on that board, he would have approved it.
Yeah, that's right. He said, only if you add in a set of suspenders, I'll be there.
That's right.
Rest in peace, Larry King.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Sir. That's a hell of a way to bring him up, talking about underwear to farting.
Well, you don't remember it, right? Don't you remember what Larry King had?
Oh yeah, he had
he had a chair that he would sit on that actually would fan away or try and mask him farting because he farted so much that he had to have a special chair made up.
I think he had
so he didn't disturb the other person.
Yeah,
so the guest didn't have to, deal with it.
Yep.
It was respectful, but at the same time, weird.
Weird. Hey, he was a hell of an interviewer. That's all I know.
That's all I know. Yep,
that's
absolutely.
all I know. And also, what I also know is that brings us to the end of this episode.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful
That's
stuff.
all we know.
That's all we know. All I know is that, be careful on Amazon and fart away to your heart's content. I don't know.
There you go. Sure, why not?
But
eat some more beans.
Eat some more beans. The magical fruit. Why not? Go ahead.
That's right.
Life's too short. Just eat the beans, man. Eat the beans.
There you go.
But anyway, as always, my name is Jay.
And I'm Mitch.
Love, peace, and respect. We'll catch y'all right here again on the next episode of Olympia and Lockheed's. Maybe without farts. I don't know.
Bye for now.
Bye. If you should or would like to contact us, please find us at our Facebook page, Olympia and Lockheed's. We will be glad to hear from you.